Hi everybody, Sam Goodman, the Hop Nerd, bringing you another Coffee Time with Sam. I'm on my way to Safety Focus 2020 in Las Vegas. I'm cruising there from my hometown of Phoenix, Arizona. Before we get started, these roads are terrible, if you can't tell. They're literally pulled together with bubble gum and black tape and sticks. Like, I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. So please, everyone, join together with me in a letter writing campaign towards the state government of Arizona to ask why they can't fix their roads and give you a better quality videos. These are terrible. So I apologize for that in advance. But what I wanted to talk to you today is kind of about the same kind of thing. And it's this notion that we've talked about around procedures, about being less prescriptive and more performance-based. And I think a really good way to look at that is kind of like the road. So let's just start with the lane. We don't create lanes to be just the size of your car. We give some margin there, right? We expect some margin. We give you some room to play with, and most of the time, as with what I'm on right now, heck, we even give you 2 lanes. So you've got some room to get creative and do what you need to do. That's pretty good. We set some lines. They're kind of indicators for us that say, hey, these lines, you probably don't want to get across these, because you get on the other side and you're getting into some unmapped, uncharted, unpaved territory. We can't guarantee what's outside of that. We have a hard enough time guaranteeing what's inside of the roads. Beyond that line, you usually run into a rumble strip that's going to scream at you and say, hey, look out, you missed the line. The next step is, in most situations, if there's a really bad hazard on the other side of it, a guardrail, a hardened control, hardened barrier, maybe an essential control. And then beyond that is the cliff. So I think that's kind of how we think about our procedures, or we should start to think about our procedures. The room to create, and I don't know if this is it's definitely not the end-all be-all, but I think it's at least a better way to start thinking about our procedures. The room to get creative, the room to get adaptive, the room for autonomy, for you to apply your know-how. And then some methods to say, hey, you're getting outside of the norm. Something here is probably not right. You might want to reel that back in and think about it for a second. Let's take a look at this and see what's going on. Those rumble strips, again, to scream at you, kind of the same thing, to give you that warning, that indicator that something is maybe not right. And then essential controls around that to stop us from going off the cliff. Or at least try really hard to stop us from going off the cliff. So what do you think? What do you think about procedures? For the longest time, we've really viewed procedures as a way to constrain the worker, to slow down work. I've heard that a lot. I've actually heard that a lot from people, which is kind of weird to me. But this whole notion of we create these things to make it inefficient and slow people down so they're less likely to get hurt. Okay, to me, I don't know. I'm hardwired for efficiency because I'm a human, and you're going to push me into a system that says you will be as inefficient as possible because it's good for you. I think I'm just going to find a way to work around it. That's probably what I'm going to do. Find a way to work around it. So with that being said, what do you think? How does procedures work in your organization? How do you view procedures? How do you write procedures? I would love to hear. Send me an email at thehopnerd@gmail.com. Remember, together, that's how we make the world a better place to work. I think between all of us, we can come up with some pretty cool ideas. You shoot me some, I'll definitely share them here. These are just my ramblings and my thoughts as I'm cruising to Sin City. Until next time, Sam Goodman, the Hop Nerd. Make sure you head over and check out the website, www.thehopnerd.com. Follow along on all things social media at The Hop Nerd, except for Twitter, because it's super duper special, right? The Hop Nerd 1. Make sure you listen to the podcast. There's some really cool stuff going on in the pod here lately. Excuse me, gosh, desert allergies. But it has been great. I've had some phenomenal guests. I think you're going to love them. Hopefully you've listened to them. If you haven't, go check them out. They're awesome. So until next time, it is Sam Goodman, the Hop Nerd, signing off. Bye, everybody. Bye.